Hello there, welcome to my channel or welcome back. My name's Kayleen and this is day one of our little mini flexibility series. I think this is perfect if you are like me and it's just been a little while since you've been consistently stretching and you need to get back into it. You need a set routine. Or if you're trying to kickstart your new season of dance or just your new season of some part of life. You just want to be more flexible. This is lower body focused, so we're not doing any back flexibility or upper body really. I do have a couple videos on those if you do want to check them out. I'll have them linked down below. But this is very leg focused. Each day will be a little bit different. Some stretches will remain the same throughout, but this is great also if you're trying to get your splits or just trying to keep your flexibility like me. If you want to follow along for the rest of the 6 days, make sure that you subscribe and you hit the little notification bell so that you are notified every day that I upload. But we're gonna start standing up, so go ahead and get yourself up and we'll get started. All right, just go ahead and stand in a comfortable position. We're gonna take a nice deep breath in, bring our arms out to the side, bend those knees. Inhale, and then go ahead and exhale and drop all the way down, fold over your legs. I want you to make sure that the back of your neck and your head are relaxed. Make sure that you're breathing. Try and think of breathing in through your belly, exhaling from your heart. From here, I want you to go ahead and bend your right leg just slightly, keeping the other leg straight. And then go ahead and switch. So bend your left leg, keep the right leg straight. This should give you a nice deep stretch in the opposite leg. We're going to do that again. Bend one leg. And switch, bend the other leg. Straighten both legs. Walk your feet further apart so that they're just past your hips. And feel yourself hanging nice and heavy over the center. Nice deep breath in. Exhale and see if you can walk your hands further down towards the floor or maybe even through your legs, depending on your flexibility. From here, I want you to bend your knees and then see if you can go even a little bit further and then straighten those legs, staying where you were as far as you pulled yourself down. You're still relaxing the top of that head, the back of the neck. Go ahead and take all of your weight over to the left side of your body. So I'm keeping my feet facing forward, but my body is pulling over to my left leg. You can bend your right leg, keeping your body where it is, or maybe trying to pull yourself closer to that left leg, and then straightening up. Again, let's bend that right leg and straighten. Now we're going to take all of our weight over to the other side and do the same thing. You can adjust your feet if you need to. So all my weight is over on my right leg now. Nice inhale in and exhale. Bend your left leg now, keeping your right leg straight. And straighten. See if you can get a little bit closer to that right leg. And again, let's bend the left. And straighten. Let's hang here for a couple of more breaths. Alrighty, let's walk our hands back to the center. I'm gonna bring my feet just in a little bit closer because they ended up getting very, very wide. But again, we're gonna turn to the left side, but now I want you to actually turn out that foot completely. So now you should be facing, if you're on a mat, kind of facing the front of your mat. And just fold forward here as far as you can. If you need a modification, if this is a lot for you, you can always place your hands up on your shin like this, or you can just lightly touch the floor, where you can grab 2 yoga blocks and put them beside you. But I'm gonna go ahead and fold over this leg. Let's check back in, make sure that you're relaxed. I know I say this a lot, but it's because when we're stretching and it's uncomfortable, we tend to tense up our muscles, and that's the opposite of what you want when you're trying to improve your flexibility. You want your muscles to feel relaxed. Tell your brain that it's okay for you to be stretching right now, that you're safe. And it helps you get deeper into the stretch. So now I want you to bend that back leg, which is my right leg. And see if you can get a little bit closer down to the floor or to that leg that's in front. And then straighten it out. We're gonna do that again, bending the back leg. Pull yourself in closer. And then let's straighten that out. This time I want you to bend that back leg and flex your front foot. So bring those toes up to the ceiling. And then go ahead and straighten it all the way out. Put those toes back down. One last time, let's try that again. Bend and flex. And then we'll go ahead and straighten that out. Let those toes come back to the floor. We're gonna do sort of the opposite here, so you might need to shift your weight a little bit, but you're gonna lift up your back heel. So you'll be up on your toes in the back foot, up on the releve if you're a dancer. Try and pull yourself closer to that front leg. And then let's lower that left foot back down. And we're gonna do that again. This time I want you to try and come all the way up and press the whole foot off of the floor. So your toes come up, you're pointing that foot in the back. This will sort of force you to get a lot closer to that front leg. All right, and then you can put that foot back down. Let's turn back to the center. We're gonna repeat all of that on the other side now. So turning over to our right leg and just hanging over, making sure you turn that foot out completely. Keep on hanging here, relaxing into the floor. Let's bend that back leg. Try and pull ourselves closer to that right side. From here, straighten it out. Try and keep yourself as close as you were. Let's do that again. Bend that back leg. And straighten. This time we're gonna add that flexed foot in. So bend the back leg, flexing that right foot up, bringing those toes up. And then straighten it out, lower those toes. Let's do that again, plie and flex. And straighten it out. Hang here for another moment. And next we're going to bring up the heel of the back foot. So we're up on our toes in releve with that left leg. And lower that heel back down. Next up, we're gonna go all the way up onto those toes. We're gonna point that back foot. So adjust yourself if you need to. And then go ahead and point that back foot. Okay, lower it back down. Okay, let's go ahead and turn ourselves back to the center here. We're gonna slowly start opening up our hips. I know we've done a lot of hamstring work here. But let yourself hang down in the center for a second longer. Okay, let's go ahead and slowly come up. I want you to bend your knees. Come into this, I don't know what it's called. I call it sumo. I'm all the way down on my elbows, but of course, you can go to your hands if you need to. Just sinking down, making sure that your bottom is going straight down between your legs and it's not sticking backward. You don't want your chest falling forward. I like to go on my elbows and sort of use my elbows to press my knees a little bit further outward, and you'll feel all of your inner thigh area stretching out even deeper. Okay, let's start out on the right side this time. So I want you to twist over into a lunge on your left. Think of straightening that back leg nice and long. My front knee is making a nice right angle, 90-degree angle, so my knees are not going past my toes. I'm gonna drop my back knee now and drop the lower half of the leg down. Put both of my hands up onto my front knee. Deep breaths here. Think of the crown of your head pulling up towards the sky nice and long, so we get a little bit of spine decompression here. And then at the same time, I want you to squeeze your glute muscles, the muscles in your butt, and that will help to encourage more lengthening in the front of your hip. From here, I'm gonna turn out my front leg and drop my hands down and my elbows all the way to the floor. If this is too much for you, just skip it. You can hold back in that lunge pose we were in earlier. Okay, we're gonna take it even further now. So we're going to bring up this back leg. Bring your left leg up, reach behind yourself and grab onto that foot. So I'm using my right arm to grab my left foot. You should really feel this in your quad, the front of that leg. Okay, let's release that leg now. From here, I'm gonna sit back, not all the way, but just a little bit so that I can straighten my front leg out. Here I am now. I'm gonna keep my back nice and long, my neck nice and long, and I'm working towards getting my hands all the way down on the floor and getting my chest and upper body closer to that front leg. You can go ahead and just curve over if you would like to, but you really will get a deeper stretch if you keep that back long. Okay, from here, let's go ahead and sit all the way back down onto our back leg. Same thing here, you have the choice of either keeping your back long like mine is, or just rounding it over and going forward. Either way is fine. But I would say if you're rounding your back and you're able to get all the way down and this is not a challenge to you anymore, then try and do the same thing, but with a flat back. Okay, coming back up to our lunge, so all the way back up. We're gonna move through our sumo position again, through the center and over to the other side to lunge on the left. Feeling energy through that back leg, squeezing your glute muscles. And now I'm gonna drop down that back knee. Put my hands up on my front knee. Okay, from here I'm gonna drop all the way down to my elbows. I'm gonna reach back and grab that right leg with my left arm. And relax that leg down. Sit back halfway so you're straightening out that front leg, your left leg. Make sure you're breathing, relaxing those muscles. And now let's go all the way back down. Okay, let's slowly come back to our lunge. And this time we're gonna turn to the front in my little Spider-Man stretch. I think I saw somewhere that someone called this horse stance. I really don't know what this is called. So my leg is fully straight on this side, and just like when we were in our sumo, I want to make sure that my hips are sinking straight down, that I'm not pushing my chest forward or my bottom out. Now we're going to switch it over to the other side. Make sure that your whole foot is down on the floor though. Don't let that heel pick up. I mean, you can, but for this stretch, I wouldn't encourage it until you're more flexible and strong. We're going to repeat that again on the other side. And let's switch one more time. Okay, thankfully now we can relax. Go ahead and take a seat down. We're gonna open out into a straddle. And we're gonna skip the side to sides. We're gonna go straight toward the diagonal. So inside of your right leg, you're just reaching down as close as you can to the floor, but you're at an angle. I'm at a diagonal. I'm not going straight forward. Watch that. You keep those knees facing up towards the ceiling, so those legs should stay turned out. If it helps you to flex your feet to remind yourself, like, keep your toes up to the sky, you can do that. Okay, get deep breath in, and then exhale and see if you can go just a little bit further down. All right, and then we're gonna go over to the other side now. Same thing, but the other diagonal. Make sure also that both of your hips stay on the floor. If you want to think the bones that are right underneath your bottom, make sure that they're both down on the floor right now. One of them shouldn't be lifted up. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, try to reach a little bit closer down toward the floor or further forward. All right, and now the star of the show, we gotta go straight forward. Same as before, keeping those knees up to the sky, just reaching forward. All right, now slowly bring yourself back up to a seated position. Shake out those legs. We're gonna do a pigeon pose on both sides. So let's go over to, what side is this for you? The right? Bringing my bringing my right leg in and keeping it bent. My back leg is straight. We're here in pigeon. Want to drop down to a sleeping pigeon. Go ahead and go all the way down to your elbows, and you can actually straighten those arms out if you want a little further and put that head down on the floor to really sink into the stretch. I'm going to check and make sure that your left leg, or the leg that's straight behind you, that it is indeed straight behind you, that it's not splayed out to the side. And then you're trying to sink the glute. I keep wanting to just say like butt cheek, but that feels really not the vibe of this stretch right now. Your right hip or glute should be pushing down toward the floor. So whatever leg is bent up in the front, you're trying to get that hip down closer to the floor. Okay, slowly release out of that. We're gonna do the other side. I'm gonna stay facing this way and just switch my legs. So, bending in my left, straightening out the right. And slowly sinking further down into that. Hold here for just a few more breaths. Okay, slowly bring yourself back up. I think we have reached the point where you should feel warm and flexible-ish enough to attempt your splits. So however you want to get into them, depending on your level of flexibility, go ahead and do that. If you're not all the way at your split yet, I always encourage you to kind of hold your body up like this, sort of in this funny lunge position, and then straighten both legs out and just let your body sink into it as far down as you can, using your hands to hold you up or going all the way down. Let's hold for a couple more breaths. You're almost there. I promise it's worth it to endure the little bit of discomfort. Okay, let's relax. And switch to the other side. However you need to get into it. A few more breaths here. All right, let's relax out of that. Okay, friends, we're pretty much done with this stretch now. I'm gonna finish this out with just a little bit of a child's pose here. So I'm gonna just sit back and let my back kind of relax. And I just want to say thank you for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed this stretch. I'm glad that you endured the discomfort with me. I needed this. Take one more deep breath here. All right, and then slowly come back up. And if you want to stretch your fingers a little bit, you can come back to your phone or your laptop, whatever, and click the like button, click the subscribe button. That was bad, I know. But thank you again for joining me. Make sure that you subscribe if you want to follow along for the rest of the 7 days. And I hope to have you back for my next video. Bye!